What is going on, everybody? This is 86 here, back with another vlog, and I got some Path of Exile 2 gameplay going in the background. This is my Poison Burst Pathfinder that I've been working on. It's a really fun build. Only been in the maps for about a day, so I'm just been working on progressing through that and getting, geared up mainly is the current goal. Just get, better weapon, get my damage well suited, get my defenses, better, get my resistances capped at least, all that good stuff. Get everything at least, probably figure out if I'm going to go Chaos Inoculation, most likely, since the Abyss has like a lot of um, Chaos damage, so that's probably one of the safest bets to go as far as defense. Probably Evasion and um, Energy Shield in the long run. That's going to be like really, really high investment. And I'm thinking about going with Voltaxic Rift. Dang, that was a shitty deck. Seems really laggy right now, unfortunately. Not really sure why. Maybe it'll even out a little bit. But I already purchased a Voltaxic Rift. It was really cheap. It was 1x. I thought it was gonna be more than that. It's so easy to trade now with the auction house implementation. You just search for an item and then you just go to their hideout and buy it right from their thing. You don't even have to wait for them to be online, so that's really nice, and it's definitely a great addition. Oh man, the gameplay is really, really choppy for some reason. But one of the main things I kind of wanted to talk about today is a saying that I've heard actually quite a bit recently online and through the things, and one that I kind of hold very true, and something that I think needs to be spread around a lot more, and people just need to kind of take that into consideration when they go about their daily lives. And that is that comparison is the thief of joy. This saying is a very powerful saying. Pretty much, saying not to compare yourself to others, because then you lose the joy in what you do have. It's like there's no sense in comparing how much money I have to somebody else, because then I'm never going to be happy with what I have. Or um, perfect example is always comparing my gameplay to other people's. There's no point. I might as well just focus on my goals and just do what I like to do and enjoy doing it why I can. Just sitting here and comparing myself to other people just doesn't make much sense. And it I mean, it's really common. I think it's even more common nowadays than it ever has been before with social media, the internet, and it's just people flaunting their wealth and material objects has become like very prominent in today's society. To just chase after the nicest, most expensive, shiny, brand new thing. And the big thing that I don't think a lot of people understand is those things are never gonna make you happy. They might make you happy very temporarily, but you really need to search for more more um, happiness like within. You need to find like ways to find happiness other than material objects. And I know it's kind of hard to explain, but you need to like find happiness through like creativity is one really good way to find it. Through creating things, making things with your own hands is a good way to feel accomplished and feel happy and feel good about yourself. That's one thing I've been trying to kind of figure out is I've never really felt very creative. I've always kind of, you always kind of think that people have like this one thing that they're really good at, the one thing that, like whether it's drawing or you're really good at cooking or you're really good at whatever it may be. And I've kind of always never really found what I was really good at, I guess I would say. I've never really been good at art. I've never really been good um, at music or, whatever it may be. I know what I enjoy, but those aren't necessarily the things that I'm good at. They're the things that I pursue and would like to be good at, like video games and and streaming and doing videos and stuff like that, but it's not necessarily what my talent is, you know. And never really, I've always been trying to kind of searching for that and comparing myself to others in that sense. And that kind of, you know, can steal some joy from me, you know, wondering why I can't, you know, draw like this person, or why I don't have the talent like this other person or such and such. But that's just because, you know, everybody's talents are different. Everybody has different things that they're good at. And it's, you know, kind of, you know, you're not always going to know exactly what that is right when you start out. Sometimes the journey of life is in discovering that, discovering your talent, discovering what you're truly good at. Some people find out early in life and they're able to nurture it and you know, turn it into a career or something really positive for their life, and that's really good. Other people, I think it just takes a lot longer to actually discover that. Sometimes it's not always right on the surface. Sometimes it's not always something that you're immediately drawn to or whatever, you know? So I think I'm still kind of like on that quest a lot in my life. And that's like one big thing I've been trying to figure out. And I think a big part of that is like I said, that saying, you know, for me to really stop comparing myself to other people. That's really what I've been kind of working on as well. And part of that is, you know, being less reliant on material objects and stuff like that, and money, and not to say that money's not good, and you know, I still make money and all that, but not to have that be my main focus of everything. and and I think that's helped a lot. And I just kind of wanted to touch on that. These are just kind of things that, you know, I'm thinking about. I'm doing terrible in this map. Sorry, I've kind of got more focused on talking than anything. Did this thing not pop? There's no. Where's the rest of it? Did it not go? I don't understand what's up with this abyss. Oh, we got a boss here too. This map is terrible for me performance-wise, by the way. So thanks for sticking through me through the video. Um, but yeah, that. So the main thing I'm working on is just, you know, for one, trying to really figure out what my talent is. I guess figure out what I'm good at. What, if I even have one. I mean, maybe everybody doesn't have one. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I've just never really felt like I'm, you know, extremely good at something, or something was natural to me, or so that's always kind of been one of those things that I've been kind of lacking, you know, is that creative outlet, you know, that way for me to express myself. Um, I have tried, you know, through drawing, I've tried through writing. I've been told I was a good writer before, but writing never really, I was never really drawn towards writing. You know, every time I had to write, it was always for like school. It was never more of a something I did out of leisure or something that I wanted to do. So I don't know if I would necessarily consider that, because I feel like for something to be, you know, a talent, it would have to at least have to be maybe something you at least enjoy somewhat. I don't know. Let me know your guys' perspective on this whole thing, though. Not only on like, you know, having a creative outlet or some way to like, you know, enhance your life positively through creativity, or through, you know, doing something constructive, finding happiness through that type of stuff instead of material objects. That, and also, what are your guys' thoughts on what the saying, um, comparison is a thief of joy means, and how that pertains to your life? I would just love to hear from you guys. Man, this game is just lagging for me so hard right now. I apologize for the gameplay in the background. That's just kind of what's on my mind today. It's just what I've been thinking about. Kind of want. That's a terrible map, but that's kind of what I've been thinking about lately. And I've really just been, you know, reading these books and listening to some audiobooks too, that have just kind of been helping me open up my mind a little bit and just kind of discover myself a little bit. So, you know, I'm always on this journey to just kind of find happiness from within, to really just, you know, manifest that shit from within. And I think one of the main ways I can create happiness in my life is through creativity, doing something creative that brings hopefully joy and happiness to other people. That would be the main goal, obviously. But you know, it's all discovery for me right now. I'm just trying to figure so many things out. My brain is just like a sponge, you know, with information and books and, you know, podcasts, and just trying to figure out so many things. You know, it's just like at this point in my life where it's just, you know, I have so many questions about so many things, and I'm gonna keep bringing those topics up in these videos. I've been writing down, you know, all these things that have been, you know, getting into my mind, and things that I have questions about and stuff like that. So I'd love to hear from other people, you guys in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys think about these things. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm gonna try to get through this map. I only have one more attempt. Yeah, maybe I'll just try it while I'm on here still. But it's my Thursday. I got 2 more days left in my week, so I'm getting through it. Yesterday was kind of a rough day. I had some dude steal, so I had to chase. I ended up chasing him. I kind of knew he was up to something, because he was usually, when a customer is like hyper focused on me, it usually means they're up to something, because normal customer, you know, usually doesn't give a shit what I'm doing. But this guy was like hyper worried about what I was doing. I seen him constantly looking at me. So that got my attention. And then, of course, he tried to steal a beer. So I chased him out the store. Couldn't catch him, unfortunately. I was really fucking sore yesterday from all the exercising I've been doing lately. And I kind of pulled my right leg a little bit when I was chasing him. And he ended up getting away. So that kind of sucks. But you know, you win some, you lose some. You gotta try to stand up for shit and protect shit that you know, in your life. At least that's what I believe. You know, you gotta protect things, and you can't let people just do whatever the fuck they want. You know, it's like, but that's besides the fact. I'm gonna protect things in my life. You know, and you know, the store is my financial. You know, that's where that's where I make my money. So I'm gonna protect it. And plus, they've been taking care of me and my family for a long time. So why wouldn't I? That's besides the point. You know, I didn't catch the guy. He got away, so it was kind of disappointing. But my boss ended up messaging me. I guess my his wife see me chase him, so he just thanked me for that and said, you know, you didn't catch him, but you probably scared him enough. He won't come back. So I mean, hopefully he's right about that. You know, hopefully it's at least one more shoplifter deterred. But yeah, hopefully today's a better day. It's been like really busy and crazy, so hopefully it's a little bit more chill today. We still got 4 rares to get through in this map. I don't know if we're gonna get this one. This one was really choppy at first. I mean, it seems smooth now, but oh, my health is too low. Yeah, so I'm just gonna really keep grinding away at this. It's hard, you know, with the lag sometimes and all that, but I'm gonna keep pushing it. There's nothing like extremely game breaking that's happened yet. I haven't had any crashes or anything like that yet. And then I just got stomped out. So that's that map. I haven't really failed too many maps. It's only been maybe like 2 or 3 out of the numerous maps that I run. So I'm doing all right. I just need to get my defenses worked out. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. And let me know in the comments what you guys think about what I've talked about in the video. Um, Subscribe and hit the like button if you guys want. If not, it's no big deal. Just appreciate you guys watching. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Try to stay positive. Don't let, you know, things get to you. You know, remember, true happiness comes from inside. Have a good one. Peace.